2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Kill. 47. We're going to 54. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Tighten up.
Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one.
It got his man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Drew Sample, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be. Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
47.
Prescott from the gun. He is going to find Hill here. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Tight ends on the loose. Tight ends on the loose.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 31.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Well, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 56. Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Check 20. Have me. Under team.
The first carry for the Utah man now. It's Joe Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
93.
Carr now on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check out 61. Matchbox lights. You're mine. SOS.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now Carr looking deep downfield, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Wide enough, it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. 27 yards there, a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
$10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Now Ito Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
On second down, here's Smith. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Ito Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football.
And run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Hey, watch it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A nice move by Nelson. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
To throw is Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing early.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Bravo!
Now Carr again. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Kill.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
23 yards, the final tally. Carr going to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Express.
Again, it's Carr. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
6-18.
From the gun, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hey, kill. 47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Prescott now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far, 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Smith trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Carr gives to Richard. He's got room to run past the 20 and all the way up to the 21-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Carr. Here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action now. Prescott. Caught left side by Cobb.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here I come again.
A first down carry for Smith. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off down near the 5, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. We're back now in KC. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McGee. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we're good. 185. Hey, 734. Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Montez Sweat able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders get a score closer. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as they are able to cut into that lead. He's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it again with Smith. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 38-yard line.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, a pass that's taken in by Hill and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Prescott on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
You get blocked. Hey, kill. 47. Watch the eye. Zoom. March 43. Army. 43.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Carr now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On first down, Smith. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Smith. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense.